is going to be a freaking god of earth in the future. And that's what I am gonna explain in this video. Not only this, but I am also gonna explain all the gods in One Piece. So watch the video till end to find it out. Well, we first need to talk about the term god. What is god exactly, and does god really exist in the world of One Piece? Well, in the past, when a One Piece fan thought about the word god, the first picture formed in their mind was this shit. But the perspectives are now changed. We don't think of this shit anymore. We now think of God as a person who is extremely powerful and have the most freedom. And seriously, at the moment, I only think of one person who is capable of being called a god, and that is none other than Straw Hat Luffy. And now a lot of you guys will say, what about Imu-sama? Are they not capable of being called a god? Well, my answer is they are already a god. I will explain about this later in this video. Coming back to the topic, in the latest chapter, Luffy is literally a god. And even in his name, there's a word god. He currently have the most freedom in the world of One Piece. And he is extremely strong. And on the other hand, Imu-sama is the king of this world. And I guess we have no reason to doubt that Imu-sama is a god. Like, look, the king of this world obviously will have the most freedom. And obviously, Imu-sama is the strongest at the moment. Well, we now know that when is the person can be called a god. But wait, this don't prove that god exists in the world of One Piece. Let me explain that too. You remember Nolan's backstory, right? Where 4 gods were introduced. And they were god of sun, god of forest, god of rain, and god of earth. And it pretty much explains the fact that god exists in the world of One Piece. So now I am gonna explain all the gods in brief, starting off with god of sun. In Japanese, god of sun is also known as Amaterasu, and the meaning of Amaterasu is black flames. And we actually know who is god of sun. Like, duh, Luffy is god of sun. Oda already revealed it in the latest chapter. In the future, we might see black flames coming out of Luffy. It can be Gear 6th or something, awakening the true nature of Hito no Mi's sun god Nika. Okay, so now let's move on to god of rain. Okay, so I have 3 contenders who are capable of being called the god of rain. Let's talk about contender number 1, who is Monkey D. Dragon. He is a revolutionary and he have the highest bounty ever. I already made a video about it. If you haven't watched it yet, so just go and check it out first. Moving back to the topic, Dragon is the father of a god and he is son of a hero. And at this point of the story, we already know that Dragon have the powers related to wind. Wherever he goes, wind comes with him. You guys remember when Buggy was about to execute Luffy, a thunderstorm came in Lockdown and it literally saved Luffy. It can be Roger doing that stuff from heaven, but I doubt that. It can be Dragon doing all that stuff because he too was in Lockdown at that moment, and his character will really suit being a god of rain. And there's much more we need to see about Dragon. I know he will have a great role in the series, but I still doubt him being the god of rain. I don't know why my heart just won't accept that. Probably because the second contender have really high chance of being the god of rain, which is Zeus. Whoa, guys, now I will recommend you to pause this video and drink a little bit of water because things are about to get hotter from now on. Okay, so Raijin is one more contender for being the god of rain. Why? Let me tell you. According to Japanese mythology, the god of rain and thunder is Raijin, the king of weather. He is typically depicted with fierce and aggressive facial expressions, standing on top of clouds, beating on drums with Tomoe symbols drawn on them. More importantly, is Raijin a good or an evil god? Well, Raijin is depicted with a very fearsome appearance. He is considered as a trickster who can bring both good in the form of rain and destructive storms in the form of evil. Just like this guy, Eneru. You can clearly see similarities in appearance and power. Moreover, Eneru was introduced as a villain, but Oda didn't show us Eneru's good side. But maybe in the future, if Eneru returns, then we can see Eneru's bright side. Just like other villains who appeared again and represented their good side, for example, Crocoboy. But anyways, now next on is the god of forest. The only person I currently know that can be called a god of forest is Ryokugyu, also known as Green Bull. Well, 2 spots for admirals were left after Akoji left the Marines and the Magma Brat became the fleet admiral. And those 2 spots were grabbed by Green Bull and Fujitora in 2 years time skip. and we don't actually know anything at all about Green Bull. But actually, who cares? When he first talked with Fujitora, he said that he hasn't eaten for 3 years, which means he might have eaten his Hito Hito no Mi forest god fruit before time skip during marine food, and he became admiral in that 2 years time skip. In simple, he hasn't eaten anything in 3 years because he used photosynthesis to get nutrition, and he don't have any necessity to eat any food, and that's why he said, if a young woman is feeding me, I'll eat that thing. And now we are gonna move on to the last god of earth, which is Koby. Koby's name means turtle, like we know how much of a turtle he is. He was a cabin boy on the ship of Alvida, and that's where he met Luffy. Luffy told him to do anything he want to get his freedom, and that's when our cabin boy became a marine, where Luffy was being a big name in the world of One Piece, and on the other hand, Koby was climbing up the ranks of marine like a turtle, slow and steady. Koby and Luffy like literally resembles Roger and Garp, and actually Koby's name means world turtle, and the word turtle known as god of earth, the person who protects earth. And Koby actually is a marine, and his duty is to protect the lives of innocent people. So similar, huh? But actually at the moment the god of earth is Imu-sama, and in my opinion Luffy will defeat Imu-sama, and after the death of Imu-sama, Koby will eat Imu-sama's devil fruit, and that's the time when he will become the god of earth. Like it will be good if we see the final fight of One Piece will be Luffy and Koby versus Blackbeard Pirate. It will actually resemble the fight of Garp and Roger versus Rocks Pirate. And in my opinion, Marshall D. Teach will be the god of moon. Blackbeard is the opposite of Luffy. Blackbeard become an Yonko after defeating weak and old Whitebeard, and on the other hand, Luffy will become Yonko after defeating strong and powerful Kaido. In Alabasta arc, Oda foreshadows us a little about the difference between Blackbeard and Luffy, where Blackbeard says, this cherry pie is so tasty that I could die, and on the other hand, Luffy says that this cherry pie is so nasty that I could die. They both are opposite from the beginning, or rather you can say the two sides of the same coin. And even check out the difference between the appearance of Blackbeard's devil fruit and Luffy's devil fruit. There can be no way that Oda is out of design. Oda is really up to something, and I guess there will be more gods in the future. So that's it for today's video. If you watched video till end, so don't forget to press the like button and subscribe the channel, cause I will become the best YouTuber. Believe